Hey everyone, it's Lindsay from My Crafty Plans. Today I'm going to be planning the week of December 21st in my 2020 memory planner. This is it. We've reached the end. This is the last spread I have to do in here, and then I am all caught up. So that is super, super exciting. I will film a full flip through in here once everything is all finished up after this week. So I am really excited. I do realize that there is one more week of the year. It was like the week of New Year's Eve, and I did plan that in my 2021 planner. That is my first spread of 2021. So I am not going to be planning that week again. I will be ending with this, the week of Christmas, and I do have this kit from Two Lil Bees, which I think is called Jolly. I thought this was like so cute. I absolutely love this. I love Two Lil Bees. I do have two Two Lil Bees kits in a row, but that's totally fine. A fun way to end this winter year as we are approaching summer in real time. Anyway, these are the full boxes. This is a 4-page mini kit, so you do get some headers. I never use them because they're text headers. Sometimes I use this week one, and the flags, some deco, all the functional page with all the boxes, and the Monday through Sunday box, some checklists, etc., and then the date covers, which are so pretty, and the bottom washi, and one set of pattern headers, which I will be using. Anyway, I'm gonna pull out these pages and jump in.
I finally made it. I am so excited to be all done with my 2020 planner. Finally, only took me till May to finish, but that's totally fine. Anyway, I'm really glad to be all caught up in here and not to have to like worry about this and stress about doing extra spreads, although I've actually really enjoyed catching up on these, except for that I really don't like these inserts at all after planning in my press inserts, which are like so much easier to use and no whiteout and no hexagon and all of that stuff. But other than that, I loved stickering, so it's been really fun and really enjoyable. But I am so glad to be all caught up, and I'm gonna have a really nice summer and not worry about it. It's a little bit harder for me to film during the summer since we spend a lot of time at my parents' beach house over the weekends and stuff like that. And also I'm hoping to pick up some more work projects this summer as well so that I can make a little bit of money, but I'm still going to be doing my regular planning, obviously, but I'm really excited to try out some sort of new planner and crafting projects as well now that I'm all caught up in here. Maybe finally do those monthly spreads that I've been talking about forever and all kinds of good stuff. So I am really excited for that. This was a really lovely week because I finished like my final work call on my last project that hadn't ended yet on Tuesday, and then I didn't have any more work the whole rest of the week or the whole rest of the year, and actually into early January as well. So it was really nice to get some relaxing time. My husband was off work in between Christmas and New Year's, so we had some really nice family time. The kids were on winter break from school, all really good fun stuff. We did celebrate Christmas with my husband's family, just super low key, obviously, but still very fun, good food, cousin time, all that stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this week and also for this year. It was a wild ride of a year, obviously for the whole world and also personally. We had a baby this year. We bought a house. We did construction on that house. It was definitely a crazy year, and I'm really glad that it's over, and that we're like sort of starting to return to normal finally, all of that good stuff. But yeah, anyway, I am just finishing up with the bottom washi here. I decided that I wanted to use like both the washis that came with the kit, but I also wanted to bring in a pop of that darker red color. There were little hints of it in the kit, and I just thought it added like a really nice touch to the whole spread and helped like bring balance to some of the darker reds that were in like the full boxes and in the headers, but they didn't have the matching boxes actually in the kit for. So yeah, this was a really unbusy week. Honestly, I don't know if it was just like because I was in total vacation mode this week. I wrote down so much less than I usually do on this week, so I had like a lot of blank spaces in this planner, but I'm gonna get to fill that with the deco from this kit, and I'm gonna bring in a bunch of stickers from this like Christmas sampler that I had from Rose and Tea that they had sent me in like a kind of oops grab bag that I used, and I thought that it matched the kit really perfectly. I love their design aesthetic, and I just also thought like with the colors in that and the sort of elements in that, it just matched really nicely. So I was really glad that I got to pull that in. And because I had written so little down, I also decided not to leave myself a journaling space on the sidebar since I didn't have anything to say. So I am going to put a Merry Christmas sticker on right on that little piece of washi, and then I just used the extra full box at the bottom instead of like a journaling space, which is totally fine. Honestly, so glad to be done with planning for last year. It feels really weird to call it planning for last year. So memory keeping for last year, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, on Monday, I did have to do my regular work thing that I do every Monday. And then I also had one quick call on Monday. The next day on Tuesday, I'll mark it down, but I had my like final work call with like the end client, so not with my client. So I've said this before, but basically these two larger firms feed me like free third-party freelance work, or I assist on projects that they're doing. And sometimes I don't usually directly interface with like the end client, but sometimes if they feel like there's going to be technical questions, I will. And it actually happened on two projects that I was working on in December, where they just wanted me to be on the end call just in case. And on this one, so I wasn't doing any of the presentation, but I did just end up having to answer like a couple of questions on the final call the next day. So, but anyway, I'm really glad that now it feels like so long ago, but at the time I was really glad that it was all done. Anyway, I also took, I did not take a bath that day. This was the day that our bathtub got installed. Super, super exciting. Our master bath. So we did like make a mess. We made a whole master suite upstairs. It was like unfinished space before that. It was like an open attic. It was like an open lofted area. I don't know how to describe it. The second floor was like only semi-finished when we bought this house. So we refinished the second floor and finished first time part of the second floor because some of it was attic space, and we put in a master bath up there. So that was really exciting to get our tub, which is like absolutely gorgeous. If you want to see pictures of it, it's on my Instagram, saved under the house remodel tab. And then I marked down this show, and it took me like staring at the name of, or at what I wrote down about this show for like 5 whole minutes before I remembered it. So we started this show on Netflix. I don't remember what it was called. It was like about a ballet school, and it was like, but it had like really Pretty Little Liars vibes. I don't know. You might know what I'm talking about. We never finished it. We just gave up on it, but we were watching that for part of this week. That happens to like a lot of shows for us anyway. And then on Tuesday, we had a final meeting about a meeting with our contractor about some of the final items in the house. My mother-in-law came over and watched the kids while I was on my final work call, and then I just relaxed and hung out with my husband and just watched TV and chilled out and was super, super happy. I probably drank some wine, but I didn't specifically write that down. Just very chill day. So then on Wednesday, I went to my dad's house with the baby because the painters were here and they were just doing a couple of finishing touches on some stuff. It was supposed to be like the last day they came. I actually think they ended up having to come back once in January, but I don't have my 2021 planner in front of me, so I'm not 100% sure. And then I read and relaxed, and I hung out and played on the computer and didn't really do anything and was just feeling the not having to work vibes. It was I was really busy from like the end of October through sort of the end of December, and I was just really feeling good about being all done with my work for the year. Then Thursday was the first day of winter break for the kids. It was Christmas Eve. I actually think my husband either worked on Thursday and then not the rest of the year, or didn't work on Thursday. I don't even honestly remember. Although then the next thing says grocery shop. So I'm guessing that means he didn't work. Because my husband usually does the grocery shopping, and I usually write down if I specifically do it, which has happened like literally 3 times since I had the baby last like February 2020. Anyway, we also he also stopped and got us coffee, and then we went to my mother-in-law's house for Christmas Eve, that like evening, afternoon, whatever you want to call it, with my cousins. I marked down that it was Christmas Eve, and I got a bunch of Lush stuff for Christmas that I had opened that night. So I took my very first bath and with Lush stuff, because we had to wait a few days after the bathtub was in, like the seal had to dry or whatever, so we weren't allowed to use it until like this, I think Thursday was the first day we were allowed to use it. So I immediately took a bath in my big glorious bathtub, which I absolutely love. Then Friday was Christmas, and we cleaned our house, super Christmassy. We didn't like do presents or anything in the morning. The kids had opened them all the night before, and we like I said, we don't celebrate Christmas inside of our house, but my mother-in-law did end up coming over that day because of like the like family COVID bubble whatever situation. So usually we would have gone to my sister-in-law's for Christmas morning, but she was seeing her husband's family, and we haven't seen her husband's family, and so we have like the little segregation of bubbles with some overlap. Anyway, we didn't go, like our side of the family didn't go, so they were just with them so that we could make sure the numbers were super small and everything. But so my mother-in-law didn't have anything to do, so she just came over, and that was nice. And then I actually unpacked some office stuff. I was like looking for something, and then also just getting really excited about construction almost being done. Everything was like done except for the carpet upstairs at that point, but we weren't like sleeping up there or anything yet. And then we had some wine that night and just hung out and chilled and relaxed and all that good stuff. And then on Saturday, I went to Starbucks. We went to my dad's house. I finished reading The Raven King, which is like the third book in a trilogy. I really liked it, and it was a really good book series. I don't remember which one was my favorite, but it was not the third one. But I waited a super long time and read the last one really slow because like I was sad for the series to end. It was a really good series. But anyway, we got Korean that night for dinner, and then we finished watching The Flight Attendant, which is a show we did finish watching on HBO Max, and that was really good. I really liked it. On Sunday, I'm like, obviously the spreads have moved on, but on Sunday we slept in. I baked some cheesecakes. I don't remember why, but we did that, and I just did some more office-y type stuff. I was like unpacking some stuff, but not really. It was a complicated situation. Anyway, I pulled some stuff out because I knew I was going to have some free time over the next couple of weeks, and I actually did end up doing like a little bit of stickering. I started in early January, right before they finished doing the office stuff, and then as soon as they put the carpet in, I like immediately unpacked the next day in the office because I just wanted to have everything set up, and I was so excited at this point, like especially once I wasn't working for a few days. All I wanted to do was sticker, because like usually when I finish a work project, I'm just like, okay, planner stuff, let's do like, or crafting, and that's like all I want to do, because that's basically like my two modes. Well, my three modes are like mom mode, work mode, and craft mode, and that's, I just cycle between the three. And that's like all I do. It's just like I mom, I work, or I craft. That's pretty much it. Or I watch TV. I don't know which one of those that fits into, but I do really like TV. I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this week. I'm just filling it out. I did use a lot of foil scripts this week. I feel like I always do with gold, because I think even more than silver, I have like the most foiled scripts in gold. So I feel like I always have something that's gonna work and look nice. And it also makes me, I feel like when I use the scripts, I write more neat, because like I go so slow, and I don't know, it just makes me do that. And then like I said, I'm going in with a bunch of the deco. I ended up moving like a few stickers around for balance, because I wanted to use those little light boxes that were on the Rose and Tea sampler. I think they're super cute, and they match the spread like really perfectly. So anyway, that is pretty much everything for this week. And for this planner, I'm so excited. I like just powered through this spread because I just wanted to be done with this planner. At this point, it was like, it was not even about fun. It was not even about relaxing. It was about finishing what you started. I love the feeling of having used a planner for a full year. Obviously, it's like 6 months after the fact at this point, but I'm so glad that this is done and that I was able to finish it. That feels like a real accomplishment, especially since I was like off planners for 3 months during the move. To have finished this, I feel great about that.
Okay, that is everything all finished out. This turned out so cute. It feels so good to finally be done with my 2020 planner. Catching up in this was a bit of a bear, but I am glad that I made it through. Before I put this away for the year or forever, I am going to film a flip through in here, or split it into a few possibly, because I'm sure it will take me forever, so stay tuned for that. But let me show you what I have left from this kit. I did use a lot of the deco. This deco was like kind of huge, but I did cut down some of the bigger pieces and used it, and that was really fun. I have not been using a lot of deco lately, so that was really fun to do, to mix it up. I used most of the functional items and all of the full boxes, etc. But yeah, so that is everything for this video. So if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. I'd love it if you'd subscribe, and check me out on Instagram at mycraftyplans to keep up with everything going on in my planners. Bye!